Home corner, then Balustrade and Mascoma. Next, Chicago Baby getting up on the inside. A Majestic Miss well in the straight. Zumbido heads to the 400, about 3 lengths. El Karam and Richmond here. Ravishing is running on fairly well with Thong Rani. Chicago Baby making ground the rail. Arabian Poppy to the outside. They're nearing the 200 metres. Zumbido by 2 to Ravishing, and Chicago Baby with Arabian Poppy out wide, still grinding home, and Perfect Lady in the clear. Chicago Baby got the rails run to hit the front at the 100. Perfect Lady chasing Chicago Baby, but Chicago Baby, it's Curry again, beats Perfect Lady second and Zumbido third. They're followed by Ravishing, Majestic Miss, Arabian Poppy couldn't go on, followed by Mascoma, El Kahira Magic, Elsie Elmer, then Thong Rani, Dance Party, followed by El Karam and Richmond Hare, who weakened. Ruby Joy Stars of Jessabek was one of the last in the race, and Balustrade was also a fair way back. Chicago Baby.
Club are having a good time at the moment too. Let's hope it continues. There's the light. Away they go. Oh, Raggedy Ann start by 1. The Bull. He's missed it, Ladestin. He stood there flat-footed. Had his mind on something else, I reckon. He's missed it by 3. And best out, Brother Mayo, who pinged to the front from Future Ethics. Shearer Claude, Yarley Gold, Willie Watt, and around the outside, Anxiety Attack. Trying to get Willie Watt to come back underneath him, but he's ripping a bit. Further back, Kahan centre field from Bo Curra, Modern King. They were followed by Ben's Rocket, easing around a couple. Further back, My Bright Here. In that division, back on the inside, Ladestin. The Entire's gone through them. Super Lad out wide, and they were followed back behind them by Stormy Jim, who's one of the last. Mustaneer is back there with it, and so too as they move onto the side at the 1,000 Hedge. Brother Mayer shows the way. The recent Warrnambool winner. He's about a half in front of Anxiety Attack, who's cutting loose to join him, and Future Ethics is in the centre. Nearly a line of 3. No Anxiety Attack draws a length clear of them now by the 800. Further back, Willie Watt joins in with Future Ethics and Brother Mayer, and then a traffic jam behind those, including Super Lad taking off around them with Yarley Gold and also Bo Curra. Shearer Claude got badly held up at that point. He can't get a crack at them, and they were followed further back in the field by Kipling. It is coming to the outside, and then came Mustaneer also deep from further back, Kahan, and also there too was Modern King, Stormy Jim, Destin, and Last Hedge homeward bound, and out wide Super Lad races after Anxiety Attack. Willie Watt. Shearer Claude's got the gap now. He shot through it on the inside to take up the running, whilst down the outside Ben's Rocket joins in with Kipling and Future Ethics. Here we go, all across the track. Shearer Claude grabbed now by Ben's Rocket. Here comes Kipling. It's Ben's Rocket in front. He wins this time. No worries about a protest. Ben's Rocket first, Kipling second, Shearer Claude I think third from Future Ethics. Brother May not far off them. Super Lad didn't quite sustain it. Modern King and My Brightier, Mustaneer, Kahan, Willie Watt, Anxiety Attack, Stormy Jim didn't fire a shot, nor Hedge. Bo Curran, Yarley Gold weakened to be near the tail of the field.
Come into the stall which is closest to the flat rail, gate number 16. All set now, ready to go. Off they go. Lord Wintack began okay out in gate number 11 next to Lucky Striker. Edna's Lad was away very fast. Rio Del Mar easing back as they came and split here. Postico's heading towards the flat rail as well, and going fast too there is Navy Brass. Out on the grandstand rail now, and Fashion Jester had bounded out and led the field in that division there. Fashion Jester in front against the rail. Up there also is going out quickly Our Floral Prince in the early stages. They show out. Indian Blade is just behind them. Rare Amber in the centre, and they were clear of Street Fight and Toreador. Over on the other side, they're at the 500 metres now, and Tyaga had gone through in the middle with Mr. Walker to lead from Navy Brass, and on the outside is Postico from Edna's Lad, Kit's Challenge, Rio Del Mar. Lord Wintack is battling. 250 metres to go on the grandstand now. Indian Blade racing after Our Floral Prince. They've got it to themselves out there on the flat. It's Postico in front. Rio Del Mar is coming home at a great rate. The grandstand are in this though. Postico, Rio Del Mar, Indian Blade Blade on the outside with Our Floral Prince. A beaut finish. They hit the line. Indian Blade. Indian Blade on the outside, say, has won it. Either Our Floral Prince or Rio Del Mar for the minor end of the prize. They're right across the track here. Lucky Strike has run a bit of a race. He hasn't finished far from them there with Pastico and Tyaga Kit's Challenge. Just behind these horses then, over on the flat side, was Mr. Walker from Navy Brass. Lord Wintec never came into it, followed by Edna's Lad, who showed pace before weakening. And on the other side of the course came Toreador's Street Fight, Rare Amber, who showed some pace, and Our Shakeen as one of the last. Now, 6 has got it, Indian Blade. 6-2 and a photo it is. Indian Blade, Michael Clark has got there to win over Our Floral Prince second, and a photo, so it's 6-2 and a photo first and second coming down the grandstand rail. Rio Del Mar's run third, number 4.
North Lady goes forward without any problems at all. Ocean Bird has joined them. Ocean Bird goes in, and 2 of the fancies to follow. The Hind and Heed the Toll. And there's a third one just coming into view now, and that's Oregon Star. Now, Heed the Toll has pulled back. We take the opportunity to welcome aboard our international viewing audience from around the world for this feature race here in South Australia, the Living Health Adelaide Cup. 2 miles or 3,200 metres. Group 1 status. They're set. The lights on. They're off. One of them missed it. Noble Ben Barra missed it about a length or so, and there's a good charge for the early lead, as you'd expect, and one of those is Crystalero. Ocean Bird was prominent. So was North Lady, and also up there too, looking for some where to go, was Count Venetian, and then came Backdrop just off the speed, and they were followed then by, over on the inside, making some room, Kate Kelly. Getting through on her inside was New Kingston, who just had to steady off heels then. They were followed further back in the field by, over on the extreme outside of them now, is Oregon Star, who's coursing deep ahead of a Frenzel Rom. Further back, Noble Ben Barra behind New Kingston, and they were followed up in the centre then by Behemoth, who's got 2 behind him, and they're 2 of the other fancies. Heed the Toll, who's last, and second last is the Hind. Down the straight to the post in the first circuit now, and Ocean Bird is the leader from Count Venetian by about 1 length. About a length and a quarter away third, North Lady. The pace is steady. Fourth is Crystalero, wanted to go. Backdrop is caught 3 wide over on the inside, Royal Caliph, followed in the centre by Astrolita, or rather, Trista, I should say. Over on the outside next was Oregon Star, who's moved up cleverly ahead of Frenzel Rom from Kate Kelly, just being niggled at. They were followed further back by New Kingston. Then came Behemoth, followed by Noble Ben Barra. Second last, the Hind, and Heed the Toll, as is his customers, last of all now. Heading towards the far side, going to the 1900, and Ocean Bird steadies in front by a length and a half, nearly 2. Second, Count Venetian. Third placing Backdrop is only 1 deep now, and going up on the inside, North Lady just behind them, trying to squeeze through Crystalero, no room. Then came Oregon Star, who's right in contact. Kate Kelly takes off 4 deep around those, and Royal Caliph had to check off heels. Going past that horse, then came Altrista. Further back in the field, Frenzel Rom, 2 lengths further back to New Kingston with the head up, and they were followed by Behemoth, quietly ridden. He's 4th last, 3rd last, Noble Ben Barra, 2nd last, Heed the Toll, and 1.5 away last of all is the Hind. And at this point in the race is 15 lengths off the leader with 1,400 metres or 7 furlongs to run. Racing towards the turn off the far side, and the leader still is Ocean Bird, a half 3/4, Count Venetian, 3 deep Backdrop, and around the outside even deeper, Kate Kelly pushing on. North Lady's getting a lovely run up on the inside of Oregon Star, who's right there in the firing line, and they quicken now. Altrista to about 6th or 7th, and followed then by New Kingston going through inside of Crystalero from Frenzel Rom. They will follow back at the 1,000 now. Here they come from the rear, making its run, Behemoth, and also Noble Ben Barra, Royal Caliph, and then came the Hind, and Heed the Toll. They've gone a full circuit now, and they're at the 800 metre mark, and the pace is now getting very intense. We're here out wide on the track, going fast, is Count Venetian to shade Ocean Bird. Still there is Oregon Star having a crack at them, and Al Trista is joining in with her run from North Lady angling to get a run at them, and Oregon Star around the outside. Behemoth is whacking away. Royal Caliph, the hind comes deep. Kate Kelly's dropped right out to last. Around the turn, 400 to go, and the lightweight Friends of Rom and Backdrop have gone to the front. Backdrop hit the front in the straight now from Count Venetian. Ocean Bird's run its race. Friends of Rom goes up on the outside. Oregon Star between them, and down the outside the hind and Behemoth are putting in their claims. 200 out. Backdrop is the leader, but coming at it quickly now is the hind and Behemoth, and Royal Caliph, and still there on the inside battling away. Backdrop, but the hind has hit the front, and the hind has taken the cup. The hind came from behind to win. 2 lengths to Behemoth. Third is tight. Royal Caliph, or down the outside Crystalero. Backdrop just didn't stay. Over on the inside Oregon Star likewise. Friends of Rom ran a big race for a bolter. Then New Kingston, Heed the Toll. I think he's probably just had enough coming into the race. After watching him, he didn't really fire down the straight. Then came Ocean Bird, followed by Noble Ben Barra. North Lady knocked up, and Count Venetian was last, bar one Kate Kelly, who has been eased right down out of the race. She may have swallowed her tongue. Stand by for a...
Ready to go now for the last. Off they go at the 1800 metres. Royalty Galore began okay. One of the first out in the race now is Les Vos Ruler over Paris Archway. Baby Bomber settling down in third, but Nap Hill's on the improve round the outside. Royalty Galore sitting up in fifth placing from Bullwinkle. Laird's Ace, Martago wider, followed by Ruby Dancer, caught very deep around the outside. Camargo in that bunch in company there with Marlborough, then Regal Conspiracy. Shimao's got a good way back in the field, trailed by Vianetta, Red Rascal, and It's Windy again. Nap Hill had sped to the lead now, and heading out to the 1200 metres. Nap Hill by a length to Les Vos Ruler, 2.5 lengths to Paris Archway third. Fourth on the outside Baby Bomber, followed by Ruby Dancer, who's racing out 3 wide. Wonderlaird's Ace, a neck away to Royalty Galore, who's well placed. Back behind him then Bullwinkle, outside Camargo. Martago in that bunch as well, is travelling deep around them at the 1000 metre mark. Wonder Marlborough on the inside of Shimeo, a length and a half to Regal Conspiracy, then Vianetta, Red Rascal, and It's Windy again whip the field in when they head to the 800. Nap Hill the leader, a neck to Les Vos Ruler, a length and a half. Baby Bomber outside Paris Archway, niggled a bit on the fence. Ruby Dancer wide all the way, 2 lengths to Royalty Galore, couldn't have had a better run. Laird's Ace on the inside when they come around the home turn. Shimeo getting onto Royalty Galore's back when they swing the corner, and Martago on the outside. Into the straight they race now. Nap Hill tackled by Les Vos Ruler, 2 to Paris Archway, who's hard ridden third, and they're followed by Royalty Galore from Baby Bomber, and back behind them Shimeo's back third last. Inside the 3, Nap Hill and Les Vos Ruler are 3 lengths in front of Royalty Galore, who is closing at every bound. Nap Hill, 150 to go, a half in front of Les Vos Ruler, but Royalty Galore's coming home well. Royalty Galore gets to Nap Hill now, takes the lead. Royalty Galore got a length in front, and Royalty Galore beat Nap Hill by a length. It's Windy again, flashed home, grabbed third from Les Vos Ruler, Red Rascal and Vianetta, and then Paris Archway. Camargo, Regal Conspiracy out wider. They were followed further back in the field by Laird's Ace, then Bullwinkle and Marlborough, followed by Baby Bomber towards the end, in company with Martago, Ruby Dancer. Shimeo has run last of all. Number 8, the winner, Royalty Galore, ridden by Eddie Wilkinson. The one you wanted to be on in running. Second, 17, Nap Hill, Luke Curry, and 2/3, It's Windy again, ridden by Danny Brereton. 8, 17 and 2 are official, 8, 17 and 2. With 4th place going to Les Vos Ruler and 5th Vianetta, and they've run 1 minute 51.2, 151.2. 8, 17 and 2 official in the last.
Prairie jumped nicely, the fancied runner on the inside. Cresta Girl runs to her quickly. Wider out on the nickel and coming across the Mine Gold, the top weight, and also going fast. Lady Woodrow is improving. Impulsive has quickly spurted up to be fourth. Arakazar back to fifth, on the nickel back to sixth or seventh as one moves around the outside. My Pebbles. 1.5 ridden very, very quiet. The Shiosaki is settling down nicely second last. She's got a head on her chest. And last of all, back at the tail of the field is Prairie likewise. There's not a lot of speed in this as they move down the side at the 1,000-metre mark, and Mine Gold with Jason Holder sitting against the mare is really dictating the terms here. He's got the pace to suit him. He's a half, three-quarters in front of Lady Woodrow. Cresta Girl is third. They're just starting to quickle a tad down by the 800. Fourth over on the outside, Impulsive, and they were followed further back behind the nickel. My Pebbles travels sweetly from Arakazar, getting a little closer to them now. Shiosaki's about to ease deep, and Prairie was back on the inside last of all at the 600 prior to turning for home, and Mine Gold quickens now quite extensively. She's a length and a half and sprinting now. Second placing Lady Woodrow, and they were followed back third by Cresta Girl. Impulsive on the nickel. Further out in the track, Arakazar. Wider My Pebbles, and wider still Shiosaki, and Prairie. It's a sprint for home, and Mine Gold has been beautifully rated in front with her weight. She shows the way at the 200. She's too clear. Second placing on the outside is Lady Woodrow, and deeper on the track now was Impulsive, but this has been one of the rides of the carnival, I'll tell you. Mine Gold is going to be very, very strong going to the line. It was a brilliant ride, beautiful judgment of pace. Second's a good go. Arakazar late between them with Impulsive, and on the inside Prairie. Then came on the nickel, followed by My Pebbles, and further back behind those Lady Woodrow, and they were followed by Shiosaki, and Cresta Girl was last in.